Okay, well, thank you very much for being with us this evening. My first question is for Ms van der Laan. And there is an expectation that the European elections will bring a number of anti-European politicians into the Parliament. Why might this be beneficial to the function of the European Union?
What's very interesting is that anti-Europeans, of course, reflect a certain notion among Europeans, and some of them actually right, that Europe is not accountable, not democratic. The problem with many anti-Europeans is that rather than rebuilding the house, they just want to blow it up or rip it down. And I think what's key is to vote for people who want to change Europe, to make it legitimate and accountable, but not for people who just want to destroy the system and say, well, let's go back to being divided, and then we cannot have the strong Europe that we need to be an important voice in the world.
Okay, thank you. The second question is for Mr. Torres. How might the politicisation of European processes, of the European institutions, help bring back the legitimacy that the European process needs?
Well, in a way, the crisis is the opportunity, because before you took European constraints or the globalization process constraints as imposed by the outside and never discussing them, you just took for granted that you were inside the Union. Now, with discussing how to answer the challenges of the crisis, you politicize the crisis and the policy options, and you decide about the future. So you decide the model of European integration that you want for you, for your country. And in a way, through the process, you legitimize both European institutions and national governments. So you solve both a democratic problem inside a country, and you look together, different countries, different political privileges within the country, through solving the EU model you prefer. So, in a way, you make the European Union more democratic.
Okay, and my final question for Mr. Dimitrakopoulos. In your opinion, what should these elections be about?
Well, these elections should be about what kind of Europe we want, and I think that the answer goes to the direction that we all must want a Europe that is more democratic, more transparent, more accountable, more sensible to social issues, more sensible to environmental questions, more peaceful, and more open to the rest of the world.
Okay, thank you very much.